Welcome to Somatic Movement Sunday. Somatic movement is a form of movement. Yoga can be somatic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Any kind of movement can be somatic if we're paying attention to our internal world and not being so caught up on the form of the movement. So we're really just moving in whatever way feels good for us and connecting to those internal spaces. If you'd like to give this a try now, you can close your eyes down or you can half close. Just make the gaze soft and start to develop some awareness of your breath. And then I just really want to start to move in a way that feels nice for me. I'm just exploring kind of like an internal dance that's going to go on. I'm going to begin to move very small at first. And it could be tiny little micro movements. I'm going to link this movement to the breath as much as I can. If I'm feeling good in any way in the expression of the movement, that is really what I'm looking for. If anything doesn't feel nice, I can sit and breathe with that for a while. Coming just as deep or not. Shallow with the movements. And I can start to get a little bit more diverse with the movements, a little wider. Just trying to support myself in any way that I want to. So you can see I can have my hands to my thighs there as I rock backwards and forwards. And again, not being worried about what it looks like, just how it feels. Once I've had a play with the body, moving it all different ways, and you could do this, of course, from a seated position or from a kneeling position, then for a moment or two or three or five, I'll come back to stillness again. And I'm just going to check in with how the body has responded to that. So I'm sensing the skin, the muscles, the joints. I'm sensing the breath, heart rate. Seeing if I can feel the pulse through any part of the body. Sometimes you might feel the pulse in the head. You might feel it in the hands. Anywhere in between. I encourage you to do this as many times as you need to through the day, because it is a way of moving out any resistance to the body, to understand whether or not we're creating tension through what we're doing. So maybe we're sitting for long periods of time, maybe we're standing for long periods of time. It can be easy to get caught into those habits, those behavioral routines that we get into, and our body will get used to being tight in certain areas. It's actually really hard to move tension out from the body once we've gotten into those habitual ways of moving it in. So do this several times a day. Move the body in any way that you want to. You can do it from a laying down position. You can do it from a kneeling position or a seated position, or even standing. Okay. I hope that's helped you on your journey in continuing your practice. If you do have a yoga practice, now is the time that you might want to move into some poses after feeling and sensing the body. Namaste.